This video is of our puppy socialization and obedience classes. I made this video because it was a perfect class to show how sometimes we need to separate dogs out a bit to let them play. One of these dogs was a bit overzealous, a little bit rough, so we wanted to monitor him better. And then this Dalmatian here, she was very shy, so we weren't going to just let her off leash with all these dogs, so we let her do one-on-one, which you'll see in a minute. This is Charlie and Otis. Charlie's just a little bit rough, and that can make some of the dogs nervous. So we wanted to monitor his play first and be able to see how he was just with someone of equal size and didn't mind his play style. And it worked out really well. What happened with them is sometimes they would start to get vocal. You'd hear some growling, which is fine, but during the early stages, these dogs are 3 and 4 months old. We do want to control that to a certain degree. So we would just give them a really brief break, and when they settled down, they could play again. And it curbed it really nicely. After a few classes, we tried Charlie with one of the younger puppies, and he was very polite. He was very good, and it was very easy. And we were able to do that because we had practiced it, with another dog. So this allows us to monitor them better. Now we noticed that this Dalmatian was a little timid and a little shy, and she was actually letting Otis pin her down. Now we don't want to encourage that because we want her to, stand up for herself and not feel like she needs to do that whenever she's around other dogs. And we don't want him to be encouraged to hold other dogs down. So what we did is when that would happen for more than a second, we would briefly separate them and let her get back up and get her bearings and let them play again. And very quickly, after just a few 10 to 15 minute, sessions of them playing and over a couple classes, she doesn't let him do it anymore. So we're basically setting her up to succeed. If we were to overwhelm her with dogs, she would probably, get overwhelmed and become very nervous and scared. But by letting her do this one-on-one, it builds her confidence. As you can tell, they had a blast. And for her next week, we'll be adding a third dog into the mix. What you're looking at right now is a short clip of them combining 2 commands, go to your mat and sit. This is a little peek into what a puppy socialization and obedience class is like at the Pet Orphans facility in Van Nuys, brought to you by Doggercise Dog Training.